Steady now.
Bedlam would offer another attempt at parody in the video game space, this time taking a crack at 90s first-person shooters and the trends that emerged from them. It's always a difficult tightrope to walk, with genuinely funny games like Blood Dragon colliding with misfires like Eat Lead, but this one has more beneath the surface. A tie-in to the novel of the same name, and seeing Christopher Brookmyre return to write the adaptation, it was intended as a trilogy of properties around the concept, and certainly has the humour to make it work. Unfortunately, some notable technical issues and unbalanced gameplay spoil these genuinely entertaining moments, making it harder to recommend, even at a cheaper digital price.
Am I bloody dreaming? No, hang on. Solder burn? Is this a joke? Is your scanner really some souped up VR machine? Because
Bedlam places you in the role of Heather Athena Quinn, a fierce Scot who ends up trapped in a 90s video game she has nostalgia for. She hopes to escape, but soon finds it's not as simple as merely reaching the exit door, as the journey sees her travelling through a litany of shooting games.
Well, if you find it, come back for me, please.
Along the way, Brookmyre pokes fun at boomer shooters, online gaming trends, and even big hitters such as Grand Theft Auto. It's admittedly a wild and memorable ride, with a plethora of jokes that often hit the mark.
Find this antique-ass fossil of a game.
This is undoubtedly due to the excellent voice acting, mixing biting wit with personable accents that stand out. Particularly, Quinn shoots insults and sarcasm like bullets, and feels like a perfect vessel for this outlandish journey, with a message on how male gamers often treat the opposite gender, an uncompromising and humbling one.
I don't want to see a half-hearted attempt at a salute. I want to really feel it.
oh fuck, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to.
This chaotic nature also translates to the level design. Bedlam offers a hurricane of locations and game styles, starting with you entering a garish throwback to the likes of Quake, with blocky textures adorning everything.
Oh shit. That was not virtual pain.
Unlike modern shooters, you cannot aim down the sights, but gain laser weapons and RPGs. Later levels see you trekking through a Medal of Honor parody, which mocks World War shooters from generations past, and also allows you to use iron sights, a Pac-Man inspired arcade machine, a 2D shmup, and even a fantasy RPG setting.
Brilliant. A mystical energy shield. Fucking RPGs. How'd I get through this?
The only sore spot, creativity-wise, are the Matrix-esque computer levels, which are majorly dull in comparison. But while not every level hits the mark, there's a lot to like in the diversity of weapons and levels, almost reminiscent of a Time Splitters game. Laser shotguns, crossbows, Gatling guns, and fire-encased swords are just some of the armaments to get your mitts on, and they prove enjoyably wacky. Unfortunately for Bedlam, things start to fall apart as you progress. Earlier stages prove quite enjoyable, offering a dig at Doom which plays well. Once you hit the World War II era, however, performance becomes very choppy despite the game looking intentionally dated. And as stages modernise, with detail consequently increasing, the frame rate often struggles to pass 20 FPS, which causes issues with responsiveness. It doesn't help that the shooting feels trapped in the past, ironically, and while it proves a fit for the earlier stages, it becomes a problem as game stages modernise and throw more chaotic action your way. The archaic health system and armour pack, which again works in the early stages, remains throughout the game even in the modern stages, and with some foes donning seriously overpowered weapons, gritted teeth are almost inevitable. The 20 chapters will take most around 6 hours to finish, and the campaign is your only appetizer as there is no competitive multiplayer or extra modes. The former is especially disappointing considering the outlandish weaponry you have access to, potentially offering frantic deathmatches.
Shit. We lost the spawn points in sector.
Worse are the numerous bugs which begin to affect the game. One glitch leaves your character permanently unarmed, another leaves the audio muted, and there were even full-on crashes. Notably, utilising the manual save system causes more stuttering issues, which leaves its use feeling counterproductive. The low-budget nature of the title excuses some of the performance issues, but the number of bugs is simply poor and tarnishes a lot of the positives. Bedlam perhaps comes off as a bit hypocritical to poke fun at outdated shooters, as while these relics of the past may have their quirks, a notable lack of polish and balancing issues leave this effort feeling inferior. Admittedly, the humour is spot on and benefits from a game voice cast, while the varied settings and weapons offer some whiplash-inducing variety. However, when noticeable bugs and performance issues don't break the immersion, cheap enemies and deaths most certainly do. Even at a modest $7.99, those curious will likely do well to wait for a sale and come armed with plenty of patience.
Ye gods, this really is sacred rain. But if I'm on Kalastria, where is everybody?